Hey everybody, how are you? It's Friday. It's Friday. So that means it is a fabulous Phoebe Friday here at Vintage Press Studios. So hi press friends, how y'all doing? I hope you guys had an amazing, awesome, fabulous week. And most of all, I know it's like Friday and you might be watching this on replay like several months or weeks or days or whatever later. But this weekend is Mother's Day. So I want to wish all of our fabulous moms out there, whether you're moms to like human children or dog children. I'm lucky enough to be mom to both a human child and my dog children as well. But you might also be an amazing, influential aunt, or you may be a grandmother, or just like a best friend or a mother figure to somebody, and to all the dads in the world who have to pick up the mom role. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. So, anyways, you guys, we have a super easy project today. Super easy. So easy. I'm like spraying as I'm saying. So, anyways, super easy project today. But I wanted to give you guys a tip for those of you who maybe are a little bit newer to paper crafting or junk journaling. I'm actually a fairly newbie. I did scrapbooking like years ago. Like I literally have a scrapbook of when my son was born. He's 17 and he was born in 2007. And he has a beautiful scrapbook that one of my amazing best friends started for me. And then I continued on until he was about 3 years old. And then the digital world just kind of took over as well as the recession. So anyway, so scrapbooking kind of went away, but I am fairly new to like the junk journaling, paper crafting world. I'm not new to like being creative, but kind of new to this crafty stuff. And one of the things is we like to collect stuff like old papers, old magazines, or even like some of the mail that we get. And then you're like, what do you do with it? Like, what do you do with it? So in today's printable, we're just doing a really super easy pocket tag, like very easy, simple project. You guys can get the downloadable freebie. And here's why you want to get the downloadable, okay? Because I want you guys to take this the next step further, and I want you to make a template. Yes, I do. I want you to take my printable, I want you to cut it out, and I want you to make a template out of it. And then I want you to put it in a folder, because when you have like those old magazines and those old papers and you're like, I don't know what to do with them, you can get into your folder and you can grab one of your templates and you pencil it out and you cut it out, and you have another little template here and you just trace it out. And so then you can keep all your templates in one place. And I know you guys buy a lot of printables like on Etsy. I have a printables club, by the way. The junk journal Hive launched last week. It's epic. The link's down below if you want more information about it. Oh my God, we're having like the time of our life. I did a project on there yesterday. I was like so excited. I was just like so excited. So I've been a business coach for many, many years. And that's really like my, anyways, it's just like, I need to get into that now. But it is just like so refreshing to have like something creative to do where I'm not like thinking about like all the things up here. So, anyways, so keep a folder, a little like manila folder, a little envelope, make one. Take some paper, make your own little envelope. If actually we have a trapper keeper. If you go to printable, it would have been like maybe like definitely in April, like beginning of April, we have like a little Trapper Keeper folder thingamajig. And that would be perfect to store your templates in. And so make a template out of your things. I'm going to show you guys real quick. We're going to switch cameras over and go into our project over here. So give me just a second here to switch over. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, awesomeness. So I've got everything cut out for us here. And so you can see right here is what I'm talking about. And when you have a printable and you cut this out, you can take this here. Obviously, it looks like this. And I want you to get some super thick cardstock. So you can see this is a pretty thick. I think it's about an 80-pound cardstock, maybe about like 260 GSM is what they do. But like 80-pound cardstock is probably the most, or a cover. Like cover page. I'm looking for a pencil. You think I have one when I need it. And you are going to make a template. And then that way you always have it. You just make a template. I would highly recommend doing this with all of your printables that you guys get, like even on Etsy, because sometimes just to go back and find it and then print it out, we ain't got no time for that. These printers are not the quickest, and it's certainly not the cheapest either when you're doing, depending on what kind of printer. I use an Epson Eco Tank. It's actually really, really cheap. Love it's slow, but I really love it. So you can see here that you have that, and you can see where you have, and you can do like a little dotted line right here, just to kind of give you an idea, and then right here, and then you're just going to put pocket tag. Okay. And so then you're just gonna, it looks like tax. That's my financial brain for you. And then you're just gonna cut it out. You can like trace it out with a Sharpie or something. Like if you have a Sharpie available, you can trace it out with that. So it's like, sometimes we think that like, oh, this is just like so silly. Nobody would ever want to do this. But these are like the things we don't like think about. You can see my shaky hands. It's because I drink like, 7 cups of coffee a day. Don't mind my, this is exactly why I don't draw. I do everything in Illustrator and Photoshop. This is exactly why, because I can't do a straight line to save my life. Okay, and there we have our template right there. And then you cut that out and you put it in your little Chopper Keeper folder. And then that way you have it for the next time. So our printable today is the super easy, fun little pocket tag. And this one's a little bit different design than the one we're going to be doing today. But how cute is that? Like adorable. And then you can even take and make little, if you wanted to make like little additional tags that maybe you have some extra paper around, you could do that. You can even cut that one down if you want to. But anyways, that's cute. There's some extra papers. So with this printable here, there's actually some extra papers with it that you can print out to make extra folders and all of that jazz. So let's get to work on this because this is actually a super easy project. And first thing we want to do is I've inked the edges of some of these, but let's go ahead and ink the edges of the rest of these so we can get this. I don't like to do all the prep work before I film for you guys because I know that if I do, then someone's going to say, what does inking the edges mean? And so I try to do as much as I can beforehand but I don't want to do everything because I do know that there are questions, because I remember when I was watching videos and I'm like, I have no idea what they're talking about. None whatsoever. I like to keep my little freebie Fridays easy and things that you can like give as a gift or make a card for somebody. I'm a big like card fan. Now you can print this on double-sided if you want to. Like if that bothers you, you can print it on a double-sided paper, but it's fine. All right, we're gonna get our snot glue out here. My trusty glue when I'm doing these videos is zip dry, and because it dries super, actually as it says, it's zippy. A lot of paper crafters, I'm in a couple of like Reddit forums, and a lot of the paper crafters don't like this glue because it has 0 working time. There's no flexibility in it whatsoever. And it takes just about 30 seconds for it to set. You could also do this with the simple, like the glue pins. Here's another like glue stick pen. You can even use like something like this, the craft bond, whatever floats your boat. For doing these YouTube videos, I definitely like using the zip jar just because, time is of the essence. Y'all don't want to be sitting here watching glue dry. You have to forgive my sniffles. I'm in Tampa, Florida, and it is so, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's so dry here. We're waiting to get rain, hopefully this weekend. But oh my gosh, my allergies are out of control right now. Okay, so we're going to take this. Now you can choose how you want to fold this. If you want to fold this accordion style, if you want to fold it like a booklet, however you want to do it, it's yours. You can do it any way you want to. I usually use like the edge of a table to score it. I'm thinking I want to do that. That looks good. I feel like ink just makes everything better. Cool. All right, good. We have that. And let me see here. Right. I should have like one more thing. I just love when I'm live and I like lose cutouts. Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, I can't even. You know when you're crafting and or you're creating whatever it is you're doing, and then 1 minute's there and the next minute it's like gone. Like, how is it even possible? How does the glue stick just grow legs and walk away, and then you're like spending 20 minutes looking for a stupid glue stick? Sometimes I wonder about ourselves. I know I'm not the only one that does it, because everyone's like, I do that all the time. I'm like, okay, great, awesome, we're on fine company. Okay, so you can take this here. See, this here is designed to fit right there. And you just want to do the straight edges. This would be so cool, like using an old magazine or old postcards. That would be completely adorable. Now there's a little tiny pocket for down here. Now there's with this printable, there's 3 different papers to pick from. So you can actually, like, if you don't like my combination here, you can actually just print out those pages, like I said, and make a little template and use your own color combinations. Or, you know, all that scrapbooking paper that's been sitting in the drawer for like eons because it was like on sale for like 10 cents each or on clearance at Joann's, and you have yet to use it, get it out. Time to get it to work, Buttercup. So this one here, you can choose like if you want to do that one or that one. So you can see at that side, you know, kind of like that. So let's attach this piece here. Okay. All right, we're going to set that aside and let that do its thing for a little bit. All right, let's cap that. All right, we're going to get out the grommet, my grommet maker here. And recently I bought some new grommets at Hobby Lobby because the grommets, the really cheap grommets work the best. Go figure. Because they're super soft. The more expensive grommets, they're just not very soft, and they're like sometimes kind of hard to like press. I got this so this is like the more expensive grommets because they're like a little bit harder to press. So I got this on Amazon. It's on our Amazon list. It's down below. And I really do love it. There's another one that's like, it's like a hammer that you hammer them on. But I don't really want to do that when I'm filming and my camera goes all over and it shakes and it's loud. And every time I hammer something, the dogs bark. And so just stick to this here. And I don't know if I'm going to put grommets on that or not. Definitely going to do a grommet here. I'm trying to think. I have these color grommets. Let's see. I really need like a pink or something. Of course, I don't have a pink. I think I'm going to do a bigger one. These ones are really difficult though. Let's see if I can see if I have the strength. No, I want to, we're mixing metals here. That's okay. I'm not going to go to like metal hell for mixing metals. I have an issue with mixing like golds and silver. And I always have, and I don't know why. I wish I could get over it. I'm going to kind of look there. That looks good. And these grommets are a pain. So I'm going to have to put in some strength there. I think that's it. Yay, that's good. Kind of push the paper through. And maybe a little, let's just ink around it a little bit. I tore a little piece of the paper there. I didn't mean to, but it just kind of happened. Let's add some. Ooh, you know what would be really good on that? There's this product called Buff and Rub. And I used to use Buff and Rub a lot when I was in my faux finishing days. And that would be so cute on these Ooh, I need to add Buff and Rub to my shopping list. It might be called Buff and Rub, right? No, Rub and then Buff. Rub and Buff, I think. Okay. There's that. And then this, isn't that pretty? And then, so you guys can go and make extra pockets if you guys want to in there. I'm going to open this up. And hopefully you didn't get like buck wild and crazy with the glue. And it should fit like right in. So let me just tell you, this is the cutest idea for a gift tag. Like for a baby shower, like for a baby gift, put a gift card inside of a little note. I'm going to tell you right now, probably nobody at the baby shower is going to show up with this. The same with like a wedding shower, you know, any of those like girly things. We're going to get some chiffon ribbon, and I buy the chiffon ribbon at on Amazon, and then I'm not sure. Yeah, that's kind of chiffon. I have this other ribbon here too that I get on the roll here, really cheap. I actually think that this color is better. So than the blush color. And you know what? I love adding charms. Let me see. Let me see here. I got these at 5 and Below. If you saw my 5 and Below video, I got these at 5 and Below. I got all of these for like literally it was a $5 item. Nothing's over $5. My son calls it 5 and above. Let me see here. I'm thinking that, ooh, that's super pretty. I'm gonna spend like 20. Oh yeah, no, we're totally doing this one here. Okay, let's do that one there. Okay. This can be a little bit of a, oh, I want this here. Be a little bit of a pain to fish these through. It's like threading a sewing machine. And then I'm just going to kind of tie it like this. So the charm. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I just love. Let's see here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do both of these through. Here. Now, if I actually like edited my videos, I don't edit any of my YouTube videos because you know what? Who's got time for that? I just want to like create. I don't want to worry about editing. I would actually edit me fumbling along. I would actually edit that out. And then what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to tie the bow on the back so that it doesn't slip back through. And then on the reverse, it looks like that. So it looks good on both sides of it. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay. Oh my God. Yes, please sign me up. So I have some other ribbons here. You could also use scrap fabric too if you want. And you don't have to use, but I don't know about y'all, but I got a ton of ribbon, so ribbon it is. Now, I know some people are like, I don't know why I'm watching this lady tie ribbon because it's therapeutic. The same reason we're making junk out of paper because it's therapeutic. Now, sometimes you get a little too like buck wild and crazy with the glue, like here. And I went a little too cray-cray with the glue. And if that happens and your card is sticking up like that because you've got too wild and crazy with the glue, I'm going to try this here and see. This is good. When stuff like this happens and you're like filming and you're like, what was I thinking? Ah, there it goes. It's still a little bit too long. In that case, we'll just like, it's paper, y'all. It's paper. We don't think twice about it. It's paper. Yeah, I'm going to put this one in here. So imagine like you put this card like on the gift, like the wedding shower, the bridal shower, and there's little messages and little notes or little tips or little or Bible verses. Oh, God, yes. Oh, it's like music to my ears. So again, a little bit too long. Just cut it down. If you find that the template is a little bit too long, then just cut it down. You don't hurt my feelings. And here. Ah, look at that. So pretty. Anyways, you guys, there you go. So I hope you guys have an amazing, awesome time creating this. This is so easy. Like it is literally so easy. But I really wanted to create this so that you guys had a template so that whenever you have, like I said, that bridal shower, the wedding shower, the whatever shower it is, that you guys have the best tag in the house. So if you can imagine like this on top of the gift, like totally, you're gonna get like the gift. They don't even care what's inside the gift. Like just give them this, and it's like, it's music to my ears. I just love it. I just love it. I'm so happy with this. So, anyways, you guys, I would love to see you guys create. You guys are welcome to email me to vintagepressstudios@gmail.com. If I really wanted to get my stuff together, I'd have like a really cool email, like paper at like Vintage Press Studios. But we're doing it janky around here, okay? So we're doing it like totally janky. Vintage Press Studio at studio single, because there's only one studio. That's me. Vintagepressstudio@gmail.com. Send me your pictures. I would love to see you guys create. But most of all, I would love to share them in my Friday videos. And anyways, because I know you guys are loving them. You're leaving me the comments. So make sure you leave me a comment. And thank you so much for joining me today for Freebie Friday. And I'm going to see you guys back here next week for another cool. You see her. She knows that I'm about done. She's like, it's time for me to go for a walk. Anyways, I'll see you guys back here next Friday for another cool freebie. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing, awesome, fabulous weekend. And they're like, hi, Mom. Hi, Maddie May. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Oh, my God, they're all in here. I've got 3 munchkins. Hi, Maddie Mae. You want to come up and say hi? Okay, you come up and say hi. She is a sheepadoodle. Yes, and she's super naughty too.
Yeah, she just peed all
And
over.
I'm recording on YouTube. My son comes down and she just peed. Yeah, she does that from time to time when she doesn't go out often enough. So, anyways, you're gonna say hi to Ozzy. Okay, this is Ozzy. You say hi, Oslo. So we have Oslo, Vienna, and Madrid. Oh, I love you too, Bubby. Okay, go play. Ah, she's whizzing all over. Okay, we have to go. I can't edit that out. The dog's peeing on the floor. I love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Bye.